thought this little diagram would be quite useful just to show you the muscle with the stress point at the attachment site where the muscle attaches to the bone. So we often see stress points at the attachment sites of the muscles. We all know about the dreaded origins and insertions that we've had to revise over the years. But it's so important because it's where the muscle's force is transmitted to the bone via tendons or fascia. So when a horse becomes tense or fatigued or restricted, the tension can concentrate at these attachment sites, and that's going to create localized areas of stress or discomfort. But if we relate this to the November CPD, considering what kind of happens to our horses and the muscles in the colder months, then this tendency it becomes more pronounced for several reasons. Because if you consider reduced circulation and muscle temperature, when you think about cold days, colder weather, and it's the same with us, it leads to constricted blood vessels, stiffer muscles. Your horses are going to take longer to warm up, and this all has a it makes the muscles just less elastic, and then the problem with that is they're more prone to microtension or strain, and especially at these attachment sites. And we've all seen it with horses on a cold, wet, or windy day, in bad conditions. You take the rugs off, you go to exercise them or do something else. And the horses are just taking shorter, they're using like more guarded movement patterns. So if they are moving less freely or they hold themselves tighter in that cold, wet, or windy weather, they are going to increase, this is going to increase tension in those major muscle groups. So, and as well, compensatory tension, even if you think about things like environmental things. So, if you think about the uneven footing in the winter paddocks, and then you've got the stiffer gaits from the cold related tightness, certain muscles might have to overwork. So even if you're not taking the rugs off to work a horse, if they're overworking in the paddock in wet and muddy conditions, on uneven footing, and then you've got these tight muscles, you can cause them to overwork, and it can really cause specific stress and tension. So I hope this diagram helps. It's just a clear visual of the attachment site, and it just shows, where common stress and tension can occur.